to the Julie's World of Vlog. Really, they should hire me to be a professional opera singer. So this is a good week. Lots of visits to the house. We went to my dad's old house twice. It has now sold and gone to new owners. So we went right before to collect some wood and some other things that my stepmother was passing our way. There's also a little bit more of a peek inside the house. There's game night. The Patriots win the Super Bowl. Lots of fun this week, so thanks so much for being here. So yesterday when my guild swapped out fabrics, these are the ones that I've been given, the palette. I have two oranges. This one has a very subtle pattern. This one's a plain piece of fabric. Two blues. This is actually the original one, the blue that I brought, so hilarious that I got it back. One yellow and one red, and we basically have 2 months to make something from this. We have to use 75% of this fabric, and then we can use 25% of neutrals. Do you see it?
See something. Oh yeah, there's a pattern.
Whoa.
How are you doing it?
So I use this thing called decolorant. And what it is, it's heat and steam activated. So I used a screen that I designed, and I screen printed the decolorant through it. The more you apply the heat, the whiter or more bleached out it gets. So I can get actually like a really uneven look if I only hit it in certain areas. And you can see like places where I missed in the screen have a distressed look. But it's really cool, isn't it? I mean, it's super stinky. It smells like farts now. But it's really cool. So we're here to get a few last things from my dad's house, but it's totally empty now. Feels sad. My stepmom has moved to a new place, so I think this is the last time I'm going to see this house. But yeah.
You can keep it. It can be.
It could be an incense holder.
Yeah.
Because you could totally, they make little holes here. We could trim it away on purpose into a little arc. So we went to clay class today, and I was kind of frustrated because my stuff was really dry, so it was hard to trim. How did you feel, Steve?
It was a little frustrating being off for 2 weeks and then coming back and trying to like figure it all out again.
Yeah, I would say like I definitely feel less good even than I did the last time, even though it was a new semester. I don't know. Hopefully next week we'll be better at this. A beautiful sunrise this morning. So this is the kitchen. Or it will be one day a kitchen, I hope. We'll see. So, you know, I try to answer comments. I don't always get to it in a timely manner. So I thought I would address some questions that I got about the house. So a lot of people ask why we bought an old house if we were going to take down all the walls. And so I would say a couple things, which is one, we did not know necessarily that we were going to take down all the walls when we started the project or when we bought the house. So that's A. B, we happen to live in an incredibly competitive housing market. Houses are insanely expensive and go for way over asking, like $100,000, $200,000 over asking. That actually happened to us. We put in a number of offers on houses that got refused. So a good policy around here is to buy, you know, any house that you can in the location you want and then fix it up. That's sort of the path to where it's going to go. This certainly, our budget for the house has certainly doubled beyond what I think we thought it was going to be. But the more that we opened up, the more problems that we found. So not something I started out to do. And the other thing is I love old houses, and we're not actually destroying the house. The construction crew has pulled down all of the woodwork and all of the other things in the house. It's all in storage, and once we get all the electrical and ducting and all that kind of stuff and the pipes, etc., up to code and current times and all that kind of stuff, we will put all of it back into the house. And my hope, please, is that when it's all done, what you'll do when you see it is you'll think it's just a beautiful old house in mint condition, and it won't look like we ever did anything to disturb the insides of the walls. So, but it will be warm, and it will have air conditioning, and it will be safe. The electrical system will be actually up to code. The plumbing will not leak. Like, it'll be all those good things. So it's turning into a really, really big project, and I'm glad that I get to share all of my adventures in the house with you. So we're going to IKEA tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that too. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. I read this thing in this collage book that I'm reading right now about organizing your papers. Just a casual, like, one-line comment where she's like, hey, start organizing your papers. Just throw them in file folders in a bin. And I was like, that is not how I currently organize my papers, but maybe it should be. So I am about to reorganize everything. Okay, it didn't actually take me that long, but you can see I've organized my found papers. The only problem I can see is that, so everything used to fit. This is the book, by the way, that suggested that. But everything used to fit in this bag. I mean, but it was hard to find what it is. This is fantastic because I can find everything, but it's a significantly larger amount of space. And if I'm going to do one for found papers, one for painted papers, it's going to take up some more space. I feel like this is a pretty impressive icicle on there. That's pretty big. I mean, this is my foot, so this is a big ball of ice.
Number, range.
Noel's just trying to randomly lower your score again.
Yeah. But you got 128 points legit. 6 came up. Can I redo that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just cutting some fabric with fusible on the back. I need this shirt. I made the fabric, and everything's a little bit different. And the back, oh, the back has a little surprise. Do you see it?
I saw your butt.
Do you see this?
Yes.
Finished all of the seams inside the shirt with my serger, and it really does create a very professional, like, I'm not afraid to put this into the washing machine, you know what I mean, kind of situation, because nothing's gonna ravel because it's all finished.
You're not with Tom.
Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.
Yeah. This is the beginning of the new world, baby. Marching on the front line, shaking boss crazy. Reaching for the stars, we don't stop until we get it. Super right.